The police bashing up protesters with batons, tear gas and water cannons everywhere. Thousands of protesters going against the government while lines of shielded police officers advance to protect the National Assembly. Any guesses as to which country we are talking about? Now, this is France. And can you believe what France has now done? France is a democratic nation. It's a proud democracy that values and respects the opinions of its people. But in this case, in the case of passing a pension reform, it is a reform according to Emmanuel Macron, because the French people do not think it is a pension reform at all. It is increasing the age from 62 to 64 for the French people to access their pension benefits completely. And you know how this was passed? Without even a vote in the parliament. At our next report, we'll tell you more.
So, what is making people jeer at President Macron? What are the reforms all about? In simple terms, Emmanuel Macron has raised the country's retirement age from 62 to 64. The age barrier will change gradually by 3 months every year until 2030. And this also means that citizens will have to contribute more to receive a full state pension. The increased social security contributions and pensions, which will be affected by rising inflation, are just some of the reasons why the people of France have sparked protests and strikes. But the French government says it is a necessity and that this move will ensure the nation's financial stability by 2030. Officials have also expressed that they got soft and reduced the proposed retirement age from 65 to 64. So why are people putting Macron in the wrong? Well, the irony is that Macron was re-elected on a platform of retirement reforms. But his ruling coalition knew it would not get the support to pass the pension changes. So, the government simply decided to resort to its special constitutional powers. This is where Prime Minister Elisabeth Borne stepped in and invoked Article 49(3), which allows the government to avoid a vote in the Assembly. This daunting move by the Macron government has thrown the country into the hands of heated debates and strikes. Thousands have come to the streets of several cities and are clashing with the police while waving trade union flags. Paris' major public square, Place de la Concorde, caught on fire as protesters showed their angst and police rushed to clear the place of rebellion. But this didn't stop the citizens from voicing their opinion. Unions have vowed to maintain their opposition and are planning another set of strikes for the 23rd of March. This will send France's industrial sectors down a spiral, with schools, oil refineries, and the public sector already suffering in the aftermath of the strikes. It does not end here. Paris is also facing a hygiene crisis, with mountains of trash building up in parts of the city. But the people of France are not alone. Macron's move has caused fury among opposition politicians too, who sang La Marseillaise and held up signs of protest in the parliament. This is not all. The far-right opposition has urged to file a no-confidence motion against the Macron government. So let's imagine if the opposition wins the motion, then the French government falls. This would mean the far-right, the left and the conservative opposition coming together. Well, this is not too far from becoming a reality, as thousands see pension as a bright spot in the future, and the people will rage on as they witness the rich man's government take their right away from them. So, how badly will the backlash affect Macron? Well, it looks like the popularity of the president is plummeting. Last year, Macron's centrist alliance lost its parliamentary majority in the elections. His government has also survived a no-confidence vote since then, because it used special constitutional powers yet again to pass the 2023 budget in the National Assembly. Emmanuel Macron has effectively staked his future on pension reforms. The question is, how badly will he be singed for raising the retirement age for pensions?
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.